drum is where the sound travels out. And so this drum, what I learned as a young person, we had to learn about the drum. We had to know what it was, why it was, and how to listen to the sound to direct us in what we were doing, right? So, like, you know how Morse code, do y'all still learn about that? Right? So, there was no telephone, no cell phone, no IG, right? So, for certain things, the drummers would play, and the message be amplified through the village so you knew. It was like a call, right? So when I was in school, they used to ring a bell, and when we were outside in the yard and we knew that recess was over, I know they would do recess was over. They ring a bell, and you know that sound, what that sound meant, and how many times the bell rang. If it was the first call, the second call, or you better be in line, or Sister Mary Catherine was going to get you, right? So that's important about the djembe, right? Bass tone slap. Everyone say bass tone slap. Bass tone slap. Okay, and that's the djembe. And you'll see the djembe played all over West Africa. But now, like I said, because there's so much fusion, the djembe is played throughout the entire Africa, and of course here, all over the world. Okay, so now, for me, these drums are the most important to a dancer because this is the heartbeat. This is the mother, right? So what is played on this drum really determines what dance you're doing, right? How fast you go, how slow you go, right? The djembe can't be playing, well, they can. It would be incorrect, but the djembe can't be playing rapid speed and they play senior citizen pace, right? So this is really the driving force. Anyone know the names of these drums? Dun-dun. Which one is a dun-dun? Can't hear you, speak louder. Yes, the one in the middle. And what are the ones on the side? Songba. Okay. What distinguishes a sangba from a kinkini? What is normally on a sangba? A bell. I love this. It's not all lost. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Right? And then they have other parts of the djembe also. The cream, which is a piece of wood, hollowed out, it has slits in it, and it's played with sticks, right? And it sounds like really high pitched, very beautiful sound. And then you have the balafon, which is the original xylophone, right? So you have all of these beautiful features in the djembe orchestra. But this is your groove. You're already this way, right? So where do you twist first? Huh? 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 Ba, 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 and pull. 1, 2, 3. And pull, and pull, and pull. Walker. Most people call me Miss Esther or Mama Esther. So I taught West African dance with a focus on technique, something that I've been teaching for about 4 decades now, all over, I would say the East Coast, Canada. So I'm originally from Central America, Costa Rica, and I came to New York in 1966. And we spent a year and a half in the South Bronx, and then I moved to this part of the Bronx, the Northeast Bronx, not over here on the west side, but on the east side. I leaped at the opportunity to do this. One of the things that changed my life was West African dance. I grew up, like I said, in the Northeast Bronx. At that time, there were 2 primary studios up here, which was Vicky Scher School of Dance and Miss Dorothy's. And they offered the traditional studio dance that did not include any types of black dance forms or traditional dance forms of people of color. It was the typical bundle, ballet, modern, tap, and jazz, and you progress through that. I was introduced to ethnic dance when I was in high school. I went to Cardinal Spellman High School here in the Bronx again, and that's when I really got exposure to any type of indigenous dance or cultural or ethnic dance, as it was referred to back then. Growing up Costa Rican, we listened to Spanish music, so we did rumba, salsa, but never did any Afro-based dancing to that extent. So in high school, I got a taste, and then that was it. There was nothing up here in the Bronx that tapped into that part of me that I felt connected to the dance and movement, the music, the community aspect, until 1985, when I was taking a walk with my children, and a woman by the name of Egeria Bennett was connected to Mind Builders, an institution that's been around almost 46 years now. And she handed me a piece of paper that talked about an African dance class at Evander Childs High School, which is around the corner from where I was living. And so I went. I couldn't do anything, but I knew I needed to be there. And I met my dance mother there, Miss Wilhelmina Taylor, who I owe her so much because she taught me how to learn these dances. But that was it in terms of West African dance in the Bronx. When I wanted to delve into it more and consider doing it full time and as a vocation, she sent me to Manhattan. And you know, it's a shame that I would have to travel so far to get the full experience of multiple drummers and like a class full of people dancing. And so something like this that's happening today is amazing and incredible. It's wonderful that it's happening here at Lehman College. That's very accessible. And I hope that this continues, because it is critical and it is crucial in a time where, you know, the whole aspect of community dance is critical in our wellness, mental health wellness, physical health wellness, you know, wellness in general, coming together, striving to do something, having a common interest. I think that if I didn't get anything else out of African dance, and I've gotten a lot, just by the years that I've been in it, but the aspect of community, the friends that I've had over 40 decades, the things inside of me that I've been able to recreate and put on stage, those dancers that I've trained that have gone on to great professions in Afro-based or African traditional-based movement and expression, you know, it's something to be proud of, and we should be able to tap into that right here in the Bronx. And the availability of it is scarce, you know, and especially for, I would say, adolescents and adults, it's very scarce. And that is,
I think that it's important that we maintain these types of events, occasions, weekly classes, showcases, those types of things right here in the Bronx, because the artists are here, there's just no venue. Although there are available venues, there's just no central place for us to gather and create and present or share, and in an intergenerational way, which is also important because this legacy, we want the legacy to continue. You know, and again, it's holistic. It's dance, it's song, it's music, and it brings community together and puts value to these types of celebrations. Because I feel like class is a celebration of African culture. And so, you know, again, I am so grateful that this opportunity was afforded to me. And I'm hoping that other artists are able to come and do what I did here on a regular basis.